Emmanuel Petit, or as some say, Emmanuel Petit, very petty what he's done. So basically he's come out and said, only one Spurs player gets in to an Arsenal-Spurs combined 11. I hate this level of punditry. I'm an ex-player. Listen to me, be a prat. I'm not an ex-player and I'm not a prat. I was being sarcastic. But I don't even need to think about this, Will, and I can put 3 Spurs players into a combined 11 straight away. Van der Ven, Udogie, Son. And I'm not even started to think about other positions, so he's wrong 3-1 straight away.
Well, no, I think that's quite controversial, putting Van der Ven over a back partnership there of Gabriel and Saliba.
Come on.
But no, I think when you're looking, we were looking at a Tim Sherwood combined 11, and when Tim Sherwood makes you look like you're wrong, that's when Emmanuel Petit really is in the dog mess, isn't he? Because I think it's come out. He's trying to maybe win back the fans of the Arsenal, and he's just said it for. They love me, they adore me, but just calm down a little bit.
Good name, good player, good hair.
Very good hair, yeah.
Crap opinions. I mean, that is a joke. Get us in the comments. I mean, look, even Arsenal fans, you're a good team, but Van der Ven, Udogie, straight into that back four. Gabriel's done well, but I'd put Van der Ven ahead of him. And Son's got to be in the team. Anybody
Maddison?
else? No.
Not even in that midfield 3?
I do think there's a case for a Spurs player to go into the midfield 3 because I'm always going to go Rice and Odegaard, but the third midfielder for Arsenal is a vulnerable position. So I think Maddison would make it 2 attacking, maybe Sarr, maybe Bentancur, maybe Bissouma.
No, I don't think so. I think Maddison.
Well, who's Arsenal's third midfielder? Jorginho?
Partey. I think on his day, Maddison.
Yeah, but no one else is going to get in.
Heung-min Son up front, I think you mentioned
Porro or
him.
White?
I'd go Porro just because he's more of an attacking right back.
Petit, you're getting absolutely hammered here. Oh, his own. Oh,
some people would think...
uno in the Spurs-Arsenal combination.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Emmanuel Petit, un de trois, un Spurs player.
Quatre. That's 4.
Yeah.
There's 4. We put 4 in there.
Merd.
Anyway,
that's shit.
Let's talk about fromage frais, jambon.
Ça va?
La plage.
Quelle est la date de ton anniversaire?
No. Anyway,
bonjour.
That's my thoughts on that. Let's get into Arsenal against Spurs first of all, and let's get into our Super 6, because I tell you what, before the international break, we had a £1 million winner. Well done. I bet he's had a good international break.
Oh, yeah.
Whew, the things he's been up to. But, ultimately... That was 6 correct scores. So it's a brand new game. It's free to play. Scan the QR code next to me or go through the link in the description. The jackpot is reset, but it's 250k starting off. 6 correct scores will win you that money. But you can play against us as well in the That's Football official Super 6 League. 6 fixtures, including the North London derby, actually. I'll tell you what I've gone for in a moment. That's 6 is our code. Play against us. Play against the viewers. We give a weekly prize, a £100 voucher for classic football shirts. So get involved with that. It's more than just pride. It's enjoyable. And links in the description. Give it a go. Free to play as well, Will. What are you going to go for Arsenal against Spurs at Spurs?
I've been back and forth on it. It's at Spurs. Arsenal need to do it for the title race. Spurs obviously have the pressure with Rice and Odegaard out of the team going forward. So I've just been going a bit back and forth. I've been listening to Flav this morning. Obviously he's a big Spurs fan, talking about the sort of pressure mounting on Big Ange, but basically just saying that he's had this at every club in the exact same instant. So like when he was at Yokohama Marinos, he had the same pressure in the J-League. When he was at Celtic, it's the same stories that come out about him every single time, and he's weathered those storms. So
what, the ones about the dog?
Steady on now, you. Hey, you had a couple of flirtinis last night, didn't you?
I don't know what the story is.
No, just about
pressure.
The pressure being labelled him against him and being saying like, you need to change your style now because this isn't working. But he's had that exact same thing labelled at him every time, and he's weathered the storm and had great success. So stick with him, Spurs fans. But when it comes to this game, Super 6, I've gone 1-1. Which is very boring and very like me to sit on the fence.
Yeah.
Both teams to score, so that's a little bit of fun. But yeah, Odegaard Rice, big to not be playing. But I just think, me and Niall saying, they need to get a positive result if they're going to win the league, and I think they've changed their mindset.
What I love about this fixture is that, viewers of That's Football YouTube channel will know I love a crisis when it's got a team name in front of it and an in. So I love Chelsea in crisis as a video, or Arsenal in crisis, or Ange in crisis. And I think the draw wouldn't help me with that.
No.
But Arsenal lose this, drop points against Brighton, Man City coming up next weekend. I'm sensing an Arsenal in crisis video Monday morning.
Title Rick, come on.
Spurs lose, 4 points from 12. I'm sensing Spurs in crisis. So a draw is not what helps me, Will.
Yeah, and someone who hoping that Spurs aren't in crisis is the Spurs, where he's dropped a donation. He says Solanke at striker, Romero at centre-back, and Son VDV Porro.
Yeah, okay, fine. I'm going to go with Arsenal to win this game. I think a lot of people are going for Spurs. I understand it. They have played very, very well at the start of this season, but they haven't taken the points. But what we must remember is that Arsenal, defensively, have the best defence from the Premier League last season. And in a game like this, they haven't got any injuries to their defence. Declan Rice is a loss because of that ridiculous red card, and Odegaard unlucky with the injury. But I still think that I think they'll set themselves up defensively well, which is their strength. And then on the break, you've got people like Havertz, Saka, Martinelli, Trossard, Sterling. Dare I say Sterling? I do. He could be an impactful player as well. So I think that they've got goals in them, Arsenal. I think a draw is a good idea, but I'm going to go with an Arsenal win, and I'm going to go probably 2-1.
Get down there, it's a draw. What I was thinking, though, in terms of the players to lose, they are big key players, but when you're playing against Spurs, as a collective, I'd probably say the midfield for Spurs is probably their weakest in terms of like the quality. So if you are bringing in Jorginho, and then I've seen like starting 11s with Trossard playing in the 10, like that is obviously a weaker 11 than you'd expect, but going against Spurs, where that midfield area, as a 3-for-3, I don't think they're losing out too much quality. So as much as we're talking up Spurs for this game, if we're looking at an Arsenal side that really have to bounce back, and you can't use Rice and Odegaard as an excuse if you want to be title contenders that are Man City. And we want that, don't we? Because we don't want Man City to beat Brentford at home 4-0 and then go Sunday and Spurs take points off Arsenal. That would be boring.
Yeah, look, I think it's. I think a draw is probably the worst result, because it sort of just levels it for okay, we move on.
It's not bad. It's not great. It's nothing.
Whereas I think a win is obviously great for the team that wins, and a loss is bad for the team that loses. And that's straight out of the Michael Owen book.
And that's football.
And that's football. But no, I mean, I do think that the loser is in a bit. What?
Just the way you go down this road.
The loser is in a bit of trouble.
and the winner
is in a bit of no, but I do genuinely think it's got a lot on it, because I'm trying to take this out.
I think if the winner wins, he probably would be looking at 3 points.
I've heard 3 points is what you get,
and the loser could walk away with nothing.
But no, you know what I mean. We were talking about Ange and Ten Hag, weren't we, on Monday, and how they're the two managers that sort of seem to have the biggest pressure with Sean Dyche, and if they don't. If Ange was to lose, it would be a weird situation, because there's nothing unexpected about Arsenal coming to Spurs and giving them a tough game, and yet it only have 4 points from 12, and they have played good football. So the stakes are high. I can see all three results here as well. Genuinely, I mean, I think Man City's game at the weekend against Brentford, you can only see one result. I can see three results here, and I think it's the international break plays a big part as well,
because of the injuries.
Also the rhythm. Arsenal, you never know what you're going to get, but I do think the Arsenal defence is going to be key to that one.
Obviously, we always look at VAR and referees. Do you know, Mark, a little tidbit for you, that Arsenal against Tottenham is the fixture to have the most penalties awarded in the entire Premier League history?
Who's the ref for this game?
It's the Australian one, Jared
Gillett.
Yeah, Jared Gillett, who Arsenal fans weren't happy with last season, as he disallowed a late Havertz goal against Villa. Well, I think rightly so, but they're still not happy with that.
Okay, so let us know what your thoughts are. Will's gone for a draw. I'm going to go for an Arsenal win, but a lot of people going for a Spurs win in that one. And you know what? You could be right. It's one of three outcomes that are actually possible. Goldbridge, that's the end of the clip. I'm sure you enjoyed it. In fact, I bet that's the best clip you've ever watched. So there's no reason not to subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so you never miss a clip again. In fact, smash a like on the video, because we all know only legends like videos, and you are all legends. So please smash a like on the video, and we will see you again on the next one. Thank you very much for watching, as always.